It's like banging a tennis ball against a brick wall. It can be fun, but it's not a game.
Food, yeah, it's a fundraiser, you know. That's why I'm here, really. We're seeking some help, you know, for food and stuff like that. It really is. It's just, it's food stuff, really. And like, aspirin would be nice, actually, because we've been both having major headaches. You know what I mean? Things happen.
All right, this is awkward. I decided to make this short pre-recorded video to preempt the things that you have yet to hear me say before I release this Patreon stream I did earlier today. I need to walk some of these things back before you even hear me say them. Lots of thoughts. So I'm going to do this one and drop the video. I'll give it a few minutes to be watched, and then I will be publicly releasing that Patreon video that I'm going to be talking about. Okay, this is kind of an interesting thing. So, for anyone who's been following this channel, or my previous channel for any length of time, you might know a lot of what I try to do is introspection, self-analysis, analysis of my own behavior. I've very much used YouTube as an outlet, almost as a therapist. So as much as y'all are my viewers, my friends, my guests on the podcast, you're also kind of my therapy group, interestingly enough. However, you know, I'm aware that I'm not actually aware of every single person who's subscribed to my channel or who's paying attention to the content. You know, on average, I'm getting somewhere between 15 to 20 views on most of my videos, with, you know, maybe 2 to 3 people in the side chat actively, maybe a couple of comments here and there, right? But the ratio is a little skewed there. I know that more people are watching my videos than are interacting, and I've shared them on my public socials, both under the name Chevin Chaos, as well as on my personal page with my real name, on Facebook and on Twitter. Some of y'all are complete strangers. So most of y'all, I think, are fellow content creators, but, you know, it's safe to assume that some friends, family members, other people, you know, could occasionally watch these videos. And so I've talked a lot about my hangups with my personal relationships in life, and my codependency issues, and how I'm, you know, a lovesick pup through and through. This is the story of my life, right? And I was realizing earlier, I was talking to somebody about, not on here, but, you know, IRL, talking to a person about expectations in life, you know, and I've come to realize, of course, in my time here on YouTube and on the earth, that my expectations early on in life were very much skewed. I had unrealistic expectations about the way my life would turn out, right? Up until this point. Rich, famous rock star, traveling the globe, dead by 30, you know, clearly none of that has occurred. Okay, good. So now we're here trying to readjust my expectations in life. And the video I'm going to be talking about is one person who I am romantically attracted to, infatuated with. But there are actually a few of these people, believe it or not. There's maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5 different people, different women. These are all women at this point. You know, not to say that it couldn't be a man or a trans woman, but these are all cis women, as it so happens, in my life, who I would, you know, call prospective partners, right? We're not there. We haven't done that. And so, yeah, I tend to get, you know, swept away in these moments of infatuation. And especially if somebody who I'm very much interested in expresses interest in me, of course, I'm going to try to respond to that in kind. And then I'm going to come over here and gloat about it on my public channel, because hey, I'm special. Somebody thinks I'm special. Cool, right? Yeah, cool. But let's dig into it a little bit. All right, so this one person I've never met in person, right? But I'm very much interested in doing so. We've had extremely deep, long conversations on the phone. It's not like there's a possibility this person is a troll, but again, I'm going to talk about potentially leaving state, leaving all of everything I know behind, possibly, potentially, to try and have a relationship with this person. Is that reasonable? Is that a part of me thinks, well, I've done all these little things, these incremental things to change my life, but maybe what you really need to do to change your life is just change the whole thing, right? Just start over, like people say, start fresh in a new place with new people, and go where nobody knows your name. That's one possibility. I had another person who is very much romantically interested in me, who I recently went on a date with, and promptly after that date, apparently I did something wrong. Don't know what, but this person has ghosted me and blocked me on all social media, right? So obviously I must have been a jerk. Now this person, very nice, very lovely person. I know she's watched the YouTube channel. I have no idea. I have some idea of what I might have done wrong, but I'm not 100% certain. And I can't be certain because this person has chosen not to speak to me right now, right? But I know she was watching my videos, and so there's a chance she could see me on here talking about stuff like this, and that could be offensive in of itself, right? Okay. I also dated another woman recently, over about the past 6 or 8 months, who very much expressed romantic interest in me, but at the same time continually stated that we cannot be together. It's just not going to work as much as we'd like to. It's not healthy for either of us, not productive, not going to work, right? And this person has effectively cut me off, although they do sporadically call me, usually while drinking, I think. So that's that. And then there's these other two. This woman from out of state, who I've known for several years, who is now very much sober, wants me to get sober, understandably. If you're going to be on that side of a particular thing, you kind of have to be in solidarity together. And I get that. I totally get that. We have to be on the same page, pursuing similar goals. And then there's the one that got away. Not the one that got away. The one, I've known this woman since we were kids. We dated in grade school. We went and watched, a cartoon film, partially an animated film, I guess, CGI, in theaters together. We used to hold hands and, sit on the lawn and, very innocent type of dating, girlfriend, boyfriend stuff when you're doing that in grade school, right? And we've both gone through our various romances. I had kids, she had kids. But quite frankly, I've always kind of held the position in my mind that if this woman ever expressed to me that there was an opportunity for us to be together, there's a good chance I might just drop everything I was doing, wherever I was at the time, to go and be with this person. And intermittently, as their relationship failed and my relationship failed, we'll say dissolved. I don't know if failure is a great word. I use it a lot. Did not work out. Right. We've kept in touch. We've met up. We met up the one time. We were going to meet up a second time, and because of my own personal failings, that didn't happen. Right. But I've been invited to come and see this person. It's not terribly far away. It's a trip, but it's within the state. And I've just failed to go and connect with this person over a number of years. God, that sounds so bad. When I probably had many opportunities to do so. And partnerships are like that, right? Like another conversation I was having earlier about this expectation, especially with cis hetero people, specifically that the man is expected to pursue the woman. And this has always been some idea that I've kind of dismissed. I've been like, that's just archaic, isn't it? Like, isn't that just some 1950s, garbledygook that a man has to pursue a woman? In a lot of cases now, you're like afraid of getting Me Too. You're afraid of being a creepy guy who keeps persisting after a woman, right? But that was the standard expectation for these old school women. And that's what my romantic interests look like right now. Like when I'm looking at it in perspective, did I just not invest enough time, enough energy into pursuing this person, and thereby limiting my possibilities? Maybe this was possible. Maybe this is still possible. And I get these signals every once in a while. They're indirect, but they are signals, right? And then I jump back into this mentality. Well, I know what I want, but is my expectation realistic, right? Can I really achieve that thing? What do I have to do to achieve that thing? And I know these people want me to be healthier. They want me to be sober. And they want stability. They want financial, emotional stability in their partner. And I get that, right? I don't think it should be an expectation that your partner should support you, but it should be reasonable to think that if something should happen, your partner has the ability, the motivation, the capability, the capacity to support you if you're not able to support yourself, right? For whatever reason. And that's not unreasonable, right? That is not an unreasonable expectation, especially when someone has children. I totally get that. Am I that person? Am I growing to be that person? And these are questions I have to ask myself before I even consider pursuing these lines of interest, right? Should I even bother reaching out to this person? This has been a big hang up for me in even trying to establish or reestablish these relationships. And then I think, well, in the instance of this one particular person who I've known for most of my natural life, is it fair to any other partner that I might have that if this person said, come be with me now, I would just drop them like a sack of frickin' rocks and go to that person, despite the fact that we've never actually been truly romantically involved in any adult sense, right? It's like a childhood infatuation. Is this just nostalgia for childhood? I mean, as I've watched this person grow, mostly on social media and stuff like that, but we still kept in fairly frequent contact. I've been like, no, like I still enjoy everything about this person. And yet there's some part of me that says I could never be good enough, right? And then the other part of me says, maybe I already am, and I just don't realize it. Maybe I'm just not doing the right things. Maybe it's just my behavior that's preventing me from pursuing this. So when you watch the next video, think about all that, because I have to. So now I'm going to make you do it, YouTube. All right. 15 minutes is definitely long enough. We'll say goodbye, good night. Probably live stream tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Maybe Tuesday. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about that one. I'll let you know. All right. Trusty Ape out. Oh, let's play the tip jar video.